Education is the key to get you off the street and off poverty. Little black boy, think about your race. Little black boy, when will you find your place? Little black boy, go to school and learn. When you're black, you just black. You can't help but being black. But because you are black, you don't stay in the back. Be black, but be conscious. Be black, but be conscious. Look in the front, see who's the doctor. Look in the back, see who's the lawyer. Look in the back, see who's the banker. Look at the business, who's the owner. Look at the staff, see who's the worker. Look at the truck, see who's the damn man. Look who eating out of them garbage can. Look in the jail, see who you see through. A lot of little black boy just like you. Little black boy, go to school and learn. Little black boy, show some concern. Little black boy, education is the key to get you off the street and off poverty. Little black boy, go to school and learn. Little black boy, you have to show some concern. Little black boy, think about your race. When would you find your place? Why, yeah, 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 yeah. Little black boy, take a
Good night, everybody. Welcome to the program. My father wouldn't be here tonight because he is taking a rest from the live, and I will be here tonight. So you can ask me some questions. I don't really know what to talk about tonight, so anybody could ask me some questions and I will answer them. If you can't, well, if I can't, well, I don't know. Well, okay. I'll be putting on some more song.
A black boy was he. The boy went to school and he come out unseen. Never learned how to read, he never learned about math. Never learned how to write, he never studied about that. All he studied was his speakers, his sneakers and clothes. He learned how to dress and he learned how to pose. He can't get no work, he can't get no job. He decide to steal and he decide to rob. But little black boy couldn't last long at all. The police put a bullet through his dunce head skull. Little black boy.
So I have never done a program by myself, and this is my first time, so I really don't know what to do because my father usually asks me all the questions, so I am just puzzled. I mean, nobody will be, sometimes people wouldn't be expecting me to come on by myself, but yeah, I am. Well, I have to go to the doctor Tuesday, and I need to get checked up before I go back out to school. So I just need to check that and I should be fine. Uh, well, okay, so let's see. Well, I might just ask myself some questions. Might as well. Anyways, ah, so gonna ask myself cause uh uh I should have really bring a storybook. Yeah. Hmm. I think I have a storybook somewhere over here. Uh, oh, well, I got a storybook, my library book. Oh, and I'll be reading it tonight. Until some comments come in, of course. So, the title of the story is How the Fisherman Tricked the Genie. A tale within a tale within a tale. The, yo- the, the child is young, the day is old. My story is my story is waiting. It wants to be told. Once there was a poor fisherman who lived by the shores of the Arabian Sea. Every day he would go down to the shining waters and cast out his nets, but every day it was harder and harder for him to make a living by fishing. Finally, he decided he would only cast out his three nets. Hold on, wait. Three nets. Um, okay, back to the story. Uh, net 3 more times. He will cast out his net 3 more times. And if he did not make some truly miraculous catch, he would turn in his nets and go to beg on the streets. The first time he cast out his net, he pulled it in empty. The second time he cast out his net, it was very heavy and hard to pull in, but instead of fish, the only thing in his net was a giant rotting tree stump. The third time he pulled his net, he began to think that his luck had changed, for there was some fogging on it in the most particular way. Imagine his surprise when he pulled in the net and found not a fish or any sea creature, but rather a heavy brass bottle, like a huge gro- gourd, like a huge gourd with strange patterns worn on its face. The fisherman shook the bottle, then held it up to his ear. He noticed that the bottle was to the warm to touch. No, was warm. Shook the bottle, then held it up to his ear. He thought the bottle was warm to the touch, and that it seemed to shake slightly in his hand. He set the bottle on the rocks and pulled gently on the stopper. There was a big whoosh. A huge cloud of smoke blowed out of the bottle. I just want to show the picture. Before the picture. The picture looked like that. The smoke formed itself into an enormous genie, 3 times as big as a house. Its skin was deep blue. His eyes were dark red, and he had a turban on his head and a sword at his waist. He looked straight at the fisherman and said, no. And in a deep booming voice shouted, prepare to die. The fisherman was surprised and frightened and immediately began to protest. Wait, he did not know it. Wait, he said, aren't you supposed to grant me 3 wishes? The genie scowled. Know this. He shouted, I am one of those evil spirits who rebel against heaven and were defeated by King Solomon the Great. For 3,000 long years, I have been commanded to live in this bottle. Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, I'll be closing book for now. I might read a little more just now, but for the meantime, I'll read some comments. I only have one comment on this lovely night. Terry I don't know how to pronounce that name, but good night, boss. Mr. Lennox, blessings to you and your son. Thank you for the blessings, but my father is not here tonight. Well, I will be playing some more songs. Starting with, well, just one song I'm playing tonight.
Go to school and learn, little black boy. Show some concern, little black boy. Education is the key to get you off the street and off poverty. Little black boy, go to school and learn, little black boy. Show some concern, little black boy. Education is the key to get you off the street and all poverty. Black boy, a rude boy was he. All the boy ambition was to conduct a maxi. With a ring in his nose, a gold teeth in his mouth. He feel very proud when they call him a tout. So proud was the boy that the boy never learned. He could have worked hard and buy a maxi of his own. So he hustled for $1, he hustled for a smoke. He hustled so that he could buy a little coke. Now he hook on the coke and off the maxi. And one more little black vagrant in the country. Little black boy, go to school and learn. Little black boy, show some concern. Little black boy, education is the key to get you off the street and off poverty. Little black boy, think about your race. Little black boy, when will you find your place? Little black boy, go to school and learn. When you're black, you just black. You can't help but being black. But because you are black, you don't stay in the back. Be black, but be conscious. Be black, but be conscious. Look in the front, see who's the doctor. Look in the back, see who's the lawyer. Look in the back, see who's the banker. Look at the business, who's the owner. Look at the staff, see who's the worker. Look at the truck, see who's the damn man. Look who eating out of them garbage can. Look in the jail, see who you see through. A lot of little black boy just like you. Little black boy, go to school and learn. Little black boy, show some concern. Little black boy, education is the key.
Well, since I have nothing to really say, anybody could comment right about now. Um, well, all I'm going to say is I might come on tomorrow by myself again, but it really don't have nothing to talk about, so I mightn't come on tomorrow, but say so I might come off right now, but I wait a little longer. So to pass the time, I'm going to read book. I'm going to read a book. So, in case you are wondering what the page is looking like now, this is the page now. Yes, I know the genie looks giant.
To get you off the street and of poverty, little black boy, go to school and learn. Little black boy, you have to show some concern. Little black boy, think about your race. Little black boy, when would you find your place? Why you
Sorry about that, I accidentally pressed the, well, accidentally pressed the music button, well, the play button, and it just started to play the song, but I will not make that mistake again unless I am going to press it myself. Yes, sir. During the first 1,000 years, I decided that to, to whoever released me would give, I would give him 3 wishes he desired. He they no be they large or small. As the years passed, however, I began to grow. No, however, I began to grow into it. At my long stay in the bottle, and so I decided that I would give my rescuer 1 wish only. Finally, during the last 1,000 years, my bitterness turned into rage, and I swore that whoever released me from the bottle, I would kill him. And so I said to you, now prepare to die. I don't know why I'm saying this so casually, but I really don't know. But I'm going to read the last paragraph, so this will be the last paragraph. Wait, said the fisherman, I just helped you by releasing you from the bottle, and I have just explained that it is that very act that has sealed your fate. Replied the genie. But, said the fisherman, you must know that you should never repay a good deed with an evil one, for someone evil will sincerely, surely befall you in return. Do not attempt to scare me, said the genie. What can you do to harm an all-powerful genie? Oh, it is not I who will push you, but rather heaven and fate, replied the fisherman. Let me tell you a story that will help explain. And the story that the fisherman told the genie. Well, I might as well say another page. I am starting to like this book. Once there was a rich and powerful king. His treasury was overflowing with gold and silver, and he had the best of everything money could ever buy. His wealth did him no good, however, when he caught a mysterious illness and seemed sure to die. He hired all of the best doctors from 5 nearby kingdoms, but one by one they all failed to cure him. Finally, there came to the gates of the castle a strange little man named Zub Zub Duba to one doctor, uh, to one the doctor. He was short, no taller than a child, and as skinny as a beanpole. His skin was greenish, and he wore nothing but a lion cloth in the middle of his forehead. He had no tattoo that he had a tattoo that looked just like a third eye, and and hung around his neck was a little leather pouch. Well, I will be closing the book. You might see me tomorrow, but we might talk about some things. But I am going to read some of the comments. I don't know if more comments come back in. Okay, so I think I'll be closing off here. I'm not coming on tomorrow. No coming around tomorrow. Well, Saturday. Daddy will be on Saturday. Me, Maya, and Daddy will be here Saturday. So, okay. Well, see you all late. See everybody later, but I'll be playing a closing song like Daddy always do.
Yeah, 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 yeah.